What's going on YouTube? Mark Fleetwood here. Welcome back to Around the Block Gaming. Today, we're going to a world where DeFi meets Gamefi, and we're going to be able to do it all together in one place in DeFi Land. So, what is DeFi Land? We'll take a look at the charts, take a look at the game, and play some games that are in DeFi Land. So, this is a unique multi-chain agricultural simulator, and it is to gamify all the aspects of decentralized finance. So if you've ever used DeFi before, if you ever used decentralized pools or liquidity pools, staking pools, stuff like that, there's a lot of different DeFi tokens out there, a lot of different DeFi channels out there. This is a little bit different because it makes a game out of almost everything you can do in DeFi. So I'm going to link the white paper, have you read it. That way you can see the tokenomics, you can see everything about it. I'm going to go on CoinMarketCap real quick and show you that it is currently 99.26% down all time. This was launched on Solana, and a lot of things have been pumping on Solana recently, but with that same mindset, you have to remember that a lot of things got hammered hard when Solana got the big hit from the FTX collapse. Solana was one of the hardest hit with that. So then everything that was built on Solana got hit very hard with that as well. You can see if you take a look at the past month, let's go back a little bit longer, let's go for this year, you'll see it. It spiked up very quickly from pretty much the end of October through November into early December, and it's been trending down since. This, in my opinion, not financial advice, but this is a fantastic time to get in on the dip. We know the bull run's coming. We know there's going to be a bull market. Could it dip further down? Absolutely it could. But we know that the bull market's coming and that DeFi has a place in that bull market no matter what now. DeFi is here to stay. And gaming tokens are it's what I'm all about on this channel now, and it's what I have a passion for. So I think this is a perfect combination of the two. Take a look at the chart here on TradingView, and as you can see here, since the run up, we've broken through the 618 Fibonacci retrace. It could come down to the 786. That's not out of the realm of possibility, but it could bounce from here. I'm not going to get into making predictions on that on a daily time frame or anything along those lines, but if you get in here, or if you wait and it goes up, you're early. You're still early in a lot of sense, in a lot of ways. And if you go back to CoinMarketCap real quick, because my chart on DeFi Land doesn't show the whole thing, the entirety of its listing or the entirety of its being, it peaked not long after listing, November 21, or so after its initial its launch. So it launched right at the end of the bull market. So it had a tough go of it after that, but it was at 42 cents. It's a 10 billion token max supply, so it's not an extremely high max supply, and 71% already in circulation. So it's not like it has a 10% circulation and there's a lot more to be dumped onto the market. So this is actually, I think, in a very good spot to have a big rip for this bull market, and easily get back to its the all-time high right after listing. I could see that maybe 75 cents to $1, maybe. That's a hefty run, but it's possible. But I would definitely be looking for previous all-time high around 42, 43. All right. So now we're going to go to play DeFi Land. So this is a game, and it's not graphically intensive. There's not a whole lot to it, but there's a lot you can do, and there's a lot of things you can do individually. So move around, take a look at the market, and you can buy and trade, USDC for DFL. These are actually, some of the stuff that's in my wallet right now. If you guys remember my last video, I told you FCon, I bought a bunch of it, but you can swap it out, and it runs just like Uniswap. You can swap out what you have for what you don't have, or vice versa. You can switch it for USD or USDC, and so you have that market aspect to have that decentralized marketplace. In the laboratory, you can make seeds by taking half and half. So if you have $500 worth of USDC and $500 worth of DFL, just throwing those numbers out there. It doesn't have to be those numbers. You combine it together to make that liquidity pool for that pairing, and you can make the seeds, and you plant them in your farms. So your farm board will tell you right now, Radium USDT will give you a 61% yield. Radium USDC is 59% yield. And you can go Radium to Sol, Ray to Sol. There's a couple different marketplaces or different protocols, Tulip or Radium. HTO, Bones. I don't. Now here's what I don't know. I don't know if you can make other pairings that aren't on this board, or if these are just the highest yields. So I do want to clarify that I am not sure on this, but these are the ones that they list on their farming board or on their farm table, excuse me. And like if you want to stack some Radium and Sol, and Radium is the decentralized, kind of like Sol's Uniswap. If you want to make a pairing with Sol and Radium, you get a 29% yield on pairing it on Radium, or 34% on Tulip. So that's actually still a really strong yield. And you do that early enough, let it ride through most of the bull market, pull it out, and you're harvesting crops, and you're actually harvesting your yield farming. There's an NFT marketplace where you can get the Almighty Alpacas are recent. I think they came out in December. But you can look at different collections of the Gen 0 NFTs. These are going to be some of the things that you use in game. There's a shooting game, so you can get these guns. You can play this free to play, so you don't have to have the NFTs and stuff. But they're not very expensive. 7,900 DFL. If I move it to Sol, you get a better idea of 0.29 Sol, 0.29 Sol, 0.3. Wow, that one's actually not a bad price either for that. But yeah, so a lot of this, like fishing, 0.3 Sol, 0.3. So there's a lot of different games to play. There's a harvester game, a fishing game, there's the shooter game, and you send out different animals on adventure. So your cat is an adventure animal. So cats are a little bit more expensive, 1.2, 2 Sol. The cow and the duck and the chicken, you just feed them. You just feed your cow, and it gives you DFL gold. And all the games, I'll close the marketplace, all the games give you gold, G-O-L-D-Y, and you use that in the game for for raffles. So if you go, and right now there's an ongoing raffle, I believe, for a large chunk of, so the weekly raffle here is for DFL. So the winner takes 80,000, second place is 50, third place is 20. I've got 3 tickets in, but if you want like your tickets, one ticket is 1,000 of the Goldie, and then the golden ticket is for, I think they're special raffles, and it's 200 DFL plus 2,000 golds. So that's what you use some of the in-game currency for. You can play this coin flipper game where you just bet.
Shall we play a game?
Heads or tails. You put up 500. Let me see if I can get a win here. Let's flip. I'm going to say it's tails. Let's see if I get this right. This is degen gambling at its finest, right? Come on.
Is there a pattern that you're looking for?
Nope, I lost. Not going to flip again. So we're going to go and play some games now. We're going to try... Actually, let's see here. The chicken house. I've got a chicken NFT. A little homeboy chicken here. Let me see. He's got claim prizes from him. Just feeding them, and like I said, I think I claimed it recently. The more you feed, and the longer you go before you claim, the more you'll get. And then you have your free to play. That's not an NFT, and you can just use that whenever you want. Feed him. And you just kind of check in every day. This is something where you check in every day, every couple hours. I can feed my cow, and I will actually claim from him as well. The server's going kind of slow here today. I haven't had anything be this slow recently. Of course, when I go to show something off, right, is when it's going to happen. This is when You know, I was in the game for a while before making the video start, so it could be something where I just need to refresh it. Cooperate this time. Alright, there we go. Feed him. I'm gonna claim. So once you claim your rewards, that's a lot of gold. They get fully hungry again, you gotta feed them again. And this bar here is how many times you can feed. So every 16 hours you have to feed, or else they start to decay and will decay your rewards. So again, checking every once in a while. I know I'm checking before work, before I leave for work tomorrow. Then my cat is out on an adventure. He'll come back in 3.5 hours and have a reward for that. After doghouse over here, dog on adventure. I don't have an NFT for that, just free to play. And then the duck pond, just free to play. Feed my duck. Give them some bread. Don't give ducks bread. It's actually not good for them. All right, and then we're gonna play a shooting game. So let's take some shots here. I do have an NFT gun, and we're gonna go medium so I don't make myself look like a fool. Actually, I'm not bad at a shooter, but so you get these little things here. You get a blueberry, red pepper, or pineapple, and they will give you little power-ups. You can adjust here. You can adjust the size of your sight or the sensitivity of your mouse. Enter to start playing. Left click to shoot, right click to scope. So when something pops up, headshots are where it's at. So headshot there, headshot there, headshot that bear twice. And it's just, you get so much time here, so many shots, green resets, so to reset the whole thing for you. And it always comes back exactly the same way it started. You always know you get to the same shots. I was late on that. Wolf. The blue will freeze time for you. Give a little bit of extra time when you're playing. Bound up the score a little bit. The yellow, the pineapple will make you reload faster and such. I think your shots are faster, your reload time's faster. Oh, I missed that one. So I mean, it's not a whole lot to it. It's not crazy graphically, but it's fun to play. It's a fun little thing you can do to kind of use your time while you're actually doing DeFi. So you're actually, I mean, the whole time you're doing DeFi things. If you've got a liquidity farm going, or you're staking in the game. So I'm gonna go through a handful of the games and just see what Alright, the round finished there. So that wasn't a bad round. So 28 headshot streak, 6 wolves, 6 deers, 5 ducks, 13 bears. Claim our prize. So experience should be around 90. Yeah, 61 gold. And then that you can. So I've got one more round here. I've got 3.8 total. So it'll recharge. And the free to play is 5 of 5. So I could play this free to play if I wanted to and get XP. Go to the fishing game. See, I got one here. Fishing game is also pretty simple. It's just using the arrow keys. You just enter the cast out, and they'll give you an arrow key that you have to hit within the green. So when it's like that, you gotta hold it. I messed both of those. I'm gonna lose this fish. All this time fighting like a like a 1 pound fish or something. Nice and bonus. The hold one is very sensitive. If you hold it just a second too long, or just a split second too long, it will not count for you. There we go. Clockfish. My accuracy wasn't great. The time it took wasn't great. So claim the reward is probably not going to be a big reward for this. So yeah, 35 wasn't too bad though. Then we have we'll go try out the harvester game. I've got one ready for the harvester. So this is playing like a little farm simulator, and you take your harvester, you run around, you harvest crops. We got 2 sets of crops here. One on over here looks like we've got some I don't know, cabbage or something. And we've got some crops here. Looks like some corn, and we'll take them to market. This box gives me here, these little things. So give me double up on the market value. So these orders come in for what I need to farm, what I need to harvest. Most out of gas. I'm not very good at this one. I don't like this game very much, to be honest with you, but it's on here. Oh, so I got my double gas reward. I missed a bunch of orders already. This one's going to be a rough one. It's not going to look very good for me. So you can see, actually it's under my face right now, what I have. I'm currently harvesting. But in the top left, you see what I have at the market already. So if orders come in, and I'm already able to fill. Then those will already be there. So I was able to get a bunch filled with that one, with getting double to the market there. Alright, so 16 delivered, 2 failed, not too bad, and yeah, so a couple gold. So those are the games, those are the main games that you play. You can come up here and just mess around and bonk. I don't know what this does, I don't think it does anything, but I don't know, it's just fun. I think that's supposed to be SBF, is that supposed to be just hitting him in the head with a bat? I hope so. You got NFT forging, so you can take your NFTs, you can kind of break them down, take the attributes from them, and kind of reforge new NFTs. Perfect. But here at the bank, and again, I told you guys I don't talk about tokens or coins or projects or games or anything that I don't buy myself or I don't have it myself. So I've got about, and I said it's not a lot of money. It's not a lot money-wise, but I've got about 100,000 tokens in staked for a year. I got them locked up for a year. Figured beginning of 2025 would be a good time to pull them out. Market should be hot, and this is something I can just sit on long term. If I win the a raffle or something and get another 50,000 or 80,000, lock them up in here and just take the APY. It's 13% APY if you lock them up for a year. So for me, and it's auto compounding. So for me, I think that's an easy and easy. So it's actually 20% if you go for 2 years. I personally wouldn't go for 2 years. I think that goes through the bull market entirely. You start losing on the back end, but to each their own. Everyone does their own thing. So I kept it at 1 year with weight at 2%, or a 2 weight, and 13% APY. Definitely a check-in, do a couple of things, dip out, check your farms, or if you pick up some extra cash, you want to start a new liquidity pool, just go ahead and add them into here. And I think this is just a really cool idea, a really cool way to put gaming and DeFi together and give you a visual representation of what you're doing in DeFi. So, again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. It's all greatly appreciated. And as always, until next time, peace.